Senator Madigan.
Thank you, Mr President. I seek leave to make a brief statement.
Is leave granted? There being no objection, Senator Madigan, leave is granted.
Thank you, Mr President. Since I was elected in 2010, I've been acutely aware of the historic significance of my position. I was the first DLP member in the federal parliament for almost 40 years. At the height of its representation in 1970, the party had 5 senators. History has been my compass in the past 3 years. In the foyer in my office are the photos of Frank McManus, Jack Little, Jack Kane, George Cole, Vince Gare and Condon Byrne. I pass them on my way to the Senate, on the way to committee meetings and every time I leave and arrive at my office. They are reminders of the responsibility I carry. They are reminders of the people I represent, the people of Victoria who feel let down by traditional politicians and politics. The DLP has been the party of principle in the face of opposition, and no other political party in Australia can say its founders were prepared to sacrifice promising political careers to uphold a commitment to freedom from undue and corrupt influence. I've been a member of the DLP since 2006, so I've arrived at my decision today only after deep introspection and consultation with trusted friends and colleagues. It has become apparent to me that the DLP's own worst enemies are within its own ranks. Right from my election, I have witnessed first-hand attempts by those in the party to assume power at any means, even if it means the very destruction of the party itself. This will not be news to many. A simple internet search will reveal part of what I've been talking about. But more recently, that attack moved into my electorate office. Earlier this year, at the strongest recommendation of senior party members, I employed an office manager. This person already had a relationship with the DLP and was involved with the party's senior members. It has now become apparent that that person systematically ran a campaign of disinformation and disharmony in my office. Attempts by me to undertake normal communication with party members were thwarted. Confidential information was leaked and lies were told. And even more alarming, it has emerged that 2 weeks after joining my staff, that person sent an email to the Liberal Party asking about pre-selection in the forthcoming Victorian election. The cancer of political intrigue clearly has infected the Victorian State Executive, the DLP. That person suddenly resigned from her position in July, 3 days after being elected Victorian State President of the DLP. I have sought answers from the Estate Executive about these events. I've sought a plausible explanation. So far, I have none. My commitment to the party has, I believe, been second to none. So it's with a heavy heart but with resolution that today I will announce my resignation from the DLP to continue my term as an independent senator. I look back at my achievements, be they as they are, over the last 3 years and know I could have achieved more. I could have achieved more with less distraction of party politics, of less distraction from the culture of complaint and disruption and undermining that now exists in the DLP amongst its senior members. I remain committed to DLP values. I remain committed to supporting manufacturing and farming, to jobs, to supporting those in our country who are the most vulnerable. I remain committed to the sanctity of human life, from conception to natural death and at every stage in between. I remain committed to those long-term and loyal DLP party members who are unquestioning in their support and faith in DLP principles. I remain committed to the people of Victoria and Australia, and I confirm to them that I will not rest in my efforts to represent them and to fight for those things we equally believe in. I seek leave to table documents in relation to this matter. Thank you, Mr President.